Primarily aggressive individuals see their rights, opinions, and needs as being more important than those of others. Their actions often infringe on the rights of other people. They are almost exclusively dedicated to the accomplishment of their own goals, usually at the expense of the interests of other people. Their strategies and communication methods are often exaggerated, disproportional, and are activated at inappropriate times. This style is also seen as the expression of low levels of self-esteem and self-confidence. This is why primarily aggressive individuals try to compensate by projecting a social image of superiority and overconfidence. Primarily aggressive people usually think of themselves as being more powerful and stronger than others. In their mind, they're better, no matter the assessment criterion. They see themselves as deserving and skilled, and as having the right to control their own life as well as the lives of others. They are important. Others are considered unimportant. They think that they should always be in charge and lead, while others should follow them. Aggressive communicators openly express their opinions, emotions, and wants, but do it in such a way that disregards the opinions, emotions, and wants of others. They are not skilled listeners, and this is why they often fail to create satisfying connections with others. They often offer unjustified criticism. Their feedback is meant to put the other person down, not to help them better themselves or help the relationship grow. Because they see conflict in almost every context, they see communication as a situation in which they have to win. And to achieve that goal, they tend to dominate conversations. They speak loudly, usually covering up the voices of others, in the hope that this puts them in a leading position. They threaten, bully, humiliate, and blame others for their own mistakes or failures. They initiate and maintain conflict, manifest little or no empathy or understanding for other people, and they are usually not affected by the fact that they may cause negative effects on others. The visual contact is direct but confrontational. They may blink rarely or not at all for prolonged periods of time. Almost all of their actions exclusively serve their own goals. They will try to make sure that their rights are respected by others, while they themselves barely respect any rights. They would even claim auxiliary, unreasonable rights, just to try to maintain control over others. They usually want things to turn out their way, and do not accept the views of others. They want to be seen as leaders, and think they are entitled to top social and professional roles. They are usually impulsive, their body posture is dominant, and is often used as a tool of intimidation. We may think that the emotional life of an aggressive person must consist mainly of positive feelings, because of their roles that involve power and control, and getting what they want most of the time. But that is not the case. As I've said earlier, aggressive traits stem from low self-esteem and confidence levels. As a result, the main emotion for the aggressive person is fear. Fear of losing control, especially the control they have over others. And their control is always at stake, especially when it's their over-aggressive actions that give clues about their weaknesses. They don't feel dominant, they instead feel helpless, abused, and consider that others require unreasonable things from them. Their aggressive reaction is almost always a response to a perceived threat, real or not. The result of the aggressive action makes them feel in control once more, and also provides them with other positive feelings, but only for a short amount of time. New contexts that test their sense of control or other attributes that they consider important will make them feel fear again, and that will cause them once more to resort to the aggressive pattern of action unless they create and activate an alternative type of response. People who only occasionally resort to aggressive patterns of action may also feel guilt or embarrassment for having caused negative effects in the life of another person. The advantages of the aggressive style of communication include the positive range of emotions they may feel for a short while, the perceived sense of control, and the apparent validation of their desired skills and social roles. This perceived well-being is often a superficial one because the underlying beliefs and emotions have not been yet efficiently managed, and alternative ways to think and act are not yet available to these persons. The disadvantages of the aggressive style refer to the inefficient management of one's authentic beliefs and emotions, the negative social reactions they often receive, such as rejection, contempt, and hate, and the escalation of conflicts and their various consequences. In the long run, the aggressive style of communication proves to be an ineffective way to deal with professional and personal contexts.